when I go back, and see my old pictures in English ceremony with many distinguished guests, SCCA, many years I heard the name of Richard Pan. Many years I was trying to search for Richard. And I was working in Liverpool, somewhere, but my ideas were not defined. Because the name, he was involved in the founding foundation of Leadership Certainly, embracing the confidence, giving hope to community and grace solutions, which we have today. With honor, can I invite Richard Farnell to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for the invite to speak tonight. It is a great honour, I think, to be asked to speak in memory and in tribute to somebody who has worked so hard for not only the Deeplish community, but also the Rochdale community. Although I had a bit of a shock when I came through the door and saw this picture of me here, which must be something like 25 years old. I've thankfully lost a few pounds since then. I think I've given them to Paul growing by but Abdul Hameed Salik was not just a community campaigner and a great advocate for this community, as far as I'm concerned. He was a true, warm friend, and like others have said tonight, his untimely death, taken away at such an early age, was a great loss to Rochdale. I'll give you a little bit of a history lesson, because we've got Shawazir here, and Zaman, and Terry Linden, who are your local councillors for the area, and excellent they are. But I'm going to take you back 30 odd years, when you had three really excellent councillors, because this part of the team was part of Newbold Ward, and there's a quite young, I know I'm not very old, I was even younger then, and I was a fairly young councillor in Deeplish, representing this area, and one of the reasons we were able to work so hard and achieve so much in this area, if you think about not only this community centre, but all the housing improvements and the other facilities provided here, was the support and the advice and the encouragement we got from Hameed. And not only that, he never let up. He would be ringing you up, he'd be banging on your door, you'd be summoned to his front room, pressing for improvements to this area. And yes, when I was leaving the council, I know only too well this building would not be here today were it not for the dedication and the hard work and the doggedness of Hameed in making sure this happened. Because it didn't come easy, lots of problems with government funding, but he made it happen. And I think one thing even more important to the memory of Hameed is not bricks and mortar and all the organisations he was involved in, but there are, and I recognise a lot of faces here, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of individuals and families in Rochdale who have been personally helped by Abdul Hameed Salik in terms of sorting out immigration problems, helping people with passport applications, housing problems. He was there in their homes helping them and advising them. And that is a real true memory of the man I have, as somebody who cared passionately about his neighbours and his community and worked solidly, day in, day out, delivering those improvements for those individuals. And I think that is a true mark of the man. And indeed, when I held regular surgeries here, and Hameed will be here with me, not only acting as a translator and translating them, helping me do the job. But when they went out the door, he said, "Oh, don't listen to that, that's a lot of bumping." But more often he would say, "This is a really genuine case and I want you to go away and I want you to sort this out." And he was very uncompromising on that. So yes, we've got Deacon's Community Centre. People have talked about his work with the CRE and KYP and the Asiana Housing Association. He then went on in a professional capacity to become a race advisor with the Rochdale Council. A man no more suited to that role was Abdul Hameed Salik. And as Dalit has said earlier, we need that kind of professionalism, that kind of expertise, that kind of passion today that we have then, and we are surely missing. So yes, he was a great community champion. He was passionate, not only about Deacon's and Rochdale, but he was, above all to me, one of the nicest men I ever met. A real, true gentleman, an incredibly intelligent man, a very passionate man who believed in everything he stood for. And as Dalit has stole part of my script, I was only thinking the other day when all the community tensions that we have, not only in Rochdale but throughout the country today, and particularly in Rochdale with the sexual grooming cases and the murder of the soldier only the other day. There are people, there are evil people in our midst who want to exploit it and divide us and bring our communities down. And we've not to let them. But I was only thinking the other day, if we only had the talents and the skills of Abdul Hameed Salik here today, a lot of those problems we could face successfully. I'm sure we will get over them, but it's people like Hameed who would never let those people gain a foothold in society, who would champion strong community cooperation and cohesion. And as I say, he is very sorely missed today, even though it's so many years after his very tragic and untimely death. So I stand here today as a friend, and yes, I think you were in nappies when I came to the house. But yes, spent many a long evening at his house, and the food was excellent. That's probably not as big as I am now. I've been going round to his house for all those wonderful meals and long chats, and he was an inspiration to me, and I don't think I would have achieved in my life what I've achieved so far without the support and the friendship of Abdul Hameed Salik, a truly great man and a great loss to Rochdale. Thank you very much.